Good morning, runners. Happy Tuesday, June 9th. And today I'll be talking about the speed run that I did today, or a tempo run. It was, still is, a cool morning. Woke up to some breezes and got out the door, went out to the park where I like to do some of my speed workouts since we don't really have many tracks open, at least near us. So, got out, knew it was going to be a little bit windy. I had tempos on the slate, 3-mile tempo, about 10-15 seconds slower than 10K pace. So for me, my 10K is probably around an 8:05 right now. So about a 8:15, maybe 8:20 at the slower end. Started out, did my warm-up, and I felt pretty good. I could tell that the wind was coming out of the north a little bit and out of the east. So my first part of the tempo would be running south a little bit and then heading west, and then slightly north, west, south, and then east. So I knew I was going to have a little bit of everything. So I knew I'd have to work a little bit with the wind in my face, but then I know I would have a little bit easier as I was heading south and also slightly downhill when I was completing my second mile. So in my mind, I knew what I wanted to hit, what I needed to run. I gave myself enough space or cushion. Got out there, first mile, 8:16. Felt pretty good. When I looked at the Garmin, first mile was about 8:17, 8:16, so it was right on. I have my watch set at what I'm currently doing at basically any given second, and then there's also an average on there as well. It was off a little bit in my favor, I guess, especially on the last mile. I'll cover the second mile first, of course. After that first 8:16, I felt good. A little bit, fatigued, but not much. I felt strong still. Knew I was working. Wasn't an easy run, but this wasn't a mile race either. That second mile, I was clicking around an 8:10, 8:12. Came in at 8:12 for the second mile. Then after that, parts of the third mile, I was around like an 8:15, 8:20, and then it got a little quicker in 8:06. The wind was in my face a little, but not really bad. Very, very slight downhill. I mean, it's hard to tell, but maybe just a smidge. When I was looking at my watch, it would say like 8:08, 8:10, which I was comfortable with. Even 8:15 I'd be happy with. But when I got to my last mile, it said I did it in 8 minutes. So that's faster than I expected, or what my watch was telling me at the given moment. I even stopped probably about 3 or 4 seconds shy of completing that mile, and then had to pick it back up because I was looking at my watch. The way I have it set for my training is, for this particular one, I'll have the watch set for the mile warm-up, and then I'll do individual miles for the tempo. So I'll repeat each mile 3 times for a 3-mile tempo. And at the end of each of those miles, it'll beep when it's got about 5 seconds. Well, I've got music on. I'm looking. It said 0.1 to go. I thought I was almost done, so I walked, and I looked at my watch, and it wasn't done yet, so I had to run for a couple more seconds. So I probably would have been about a 7:59 for the third mile, but I am happy overall. My average came out to be about an 8:09, close to an 8:10 pace, right on where I need to be. It is hard to kind of say what my 10K pace is right now. I know my 5K, when I did a couple of the virtual 5Ks, in April and May, I was holding around a 750 pace, which is pretty good. I think one of them might have even been like a 740 some pace, 45, 46. So 10Ks are typically 15-20 seconds slower for me. But when I did the 10K virtual in May, I'd stop twice to catch my breath. That was tough to run for a virtual. I believe I did like 54, I think it was. So it was a lot slower. My average is about an 8:15 pace. That's with 2 stops. So, in reality, I'm probably about where I need to be right now. And the goal of this tempo was to really just get a nice, steady run, good hard effort, but not killing myself, and trying to be consistent. That's where I need to kind of look at my running in general and be more consistent. I do look at the watch a lot, and I know I shouldn't as much when I'm trying to get in a rhythm. Today was a little different because of the wind and downhill a little bit for a part of it. So, of course, pace is going to be affected a little bit. So I'm going off of effort. I'm also looking at the heart rate. I'm checking my heart rate. I'm kind of a busy runner because the heart rate on these Garmin watches, it has a strap, which I don't really use, but I just rely on the optical. I would say it's accurate. It's good, but it's not like great because sometimes it'll spike real high when I'm 20, 30 beats less. I'm the type of runner I can get out there and I can put 2 fingers on my carotid artery here on the neck. I count for 10 seconds and I multiply by 6. And that gives me a pretty good average of where I should be. Then, as I'm looking at my watch, I look at the heart rate and they're usually fairly close. Today was that. I was about 83% of my theoretical max. Based on age and where I should be without doing a VO2 max, I don't know really where I am, what my max heart rate really is. So I'm calculating based on several formulas, and I figure I was about an 83%. So that's good. I felt good overall. I give myself like a 7 out of 10 in terms of like how hard of an effort it was. It was hard, but it wasn't like a mile workout. But overall, yeah, really good run today. Love the temperature. We are on our last day of the 90s for highs. I believe we're going to be about 97 degrees. The low should still be comfortable. Here in Phoenix, we got down to, we might have even been 69 degrees, but I think it was closer to 70, 71. And then tomorrow should be about 70, then it goes up to 72. These are our lows, of course, and then by the weekend, we're probably in the upper 70s for lows, so it'll start to get warm again. We had a little bit of a cooling trend here for the last couple days. This will be the 4th day. Now it's going to ramp up, and we're going to hit about 108, 110 by Friday. So it's Phoenix, y'all. This is what we expect. When we get through September, it's going to be awesome here in October. I'll be trained up. So I actually do look forward to heat training here in Phoenix because it puts me in good position to run well for the fall races and winter races. I'd rather be prepared in October rather than starting to train and get myself ready in October and not getting in shape by like November or even December, and I definitely don't want to miss out. I'll work through the hot summer months so that I come out of it feeling much stronger and ready. So that is all from today. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you have any comments, please feel free to do so below. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate you guys watching. I did have a little music in the background. I don't know how that is for you guys, but now this is a very casual YouTube channel. I'm very novice amateur at this, and it's by design, so it's pretty raw content. I do appreciate you guys watching and appreciate your insights. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care.